AIWF taking himself out of one match. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you can hear the music playing. And I guess he's had enough listening about the battle already. And unfortunately for all of us, that means he's going to be coming out here right now. Ladies and gentlemen, from the bright side of Sexy Serious, give it up for one half of the Style Council. This is Deacon Star. And look how pleased with himself he's looking. I go through.
You know, Istria pulling out, I go through. I win that match. Me and Chad in the four-way.
Chad and I.
We're in. Neither do you get off that easy. Pay attention here.
What?
You ain't getting through that. You still have to fight for that. And I've got someone backstage that's been wanting to kick your ass. You're not getting the night off like your boyfriend Chad Skies. So your opponent's waiting back there. Hit his music. You still got to fight for this.
The music sounding mighty familiar. I know this music, there's an animosity already between the Style Council and this man. Ladies and gentlemen, from the darkest regions of his own mind, this is Sorrow! And Sorrow is being accompanied to ringside by Jay. Well, I guess we're about to get this one started. We've got Deacon Star and we've got Sorrow already in the ring, starting off a big night of wrestling action. Of course, the question that everyone already asking though, who is Mason Child's tag team partners tonight?
I guess we'll have to find out later on, Mr. J. But as we just saw, this was originally meant to be AJ Istria versus Deacon Star. AJ Istria deciding to pull out of the match with his big title shot upcoming. Sorrow steps in to take the place.
Well, Deacon Star thought he was going to have a walk in the park, thought he was going to get, I guess, a walk through. The commissioner told him that was not going to be the case, that he had an opponent picked out, and that opponent has turned out to be Sorrow, who is out here tonight, looking as good as possibly I've ever seen him, and immediately trying to, I guess, out-quick Deacon Star out there, and the cockiness of Deacon Star coming out straight off the bat, no surprise there.
Well, if you remember back at June, last time we were at Helensvale Community Centre, it was Deacon Star that cost Sorrow his spot in the finals with that chair shot. So here's a bit of sweet revenge for Sorrow, I believe.
Getting caught with a big clothesline there from Deacon Star, taking him down. You can see Sway at ringside there with some words of encouragement, and Deacon Star with, well, a few different words perhaps for Sway and the people in the front row. Shot to the side of the head sends Sorrow tumbling back into the ropes. Irish whip off, comes through with a drop kick met, and Sorrow goes down hard. Looks like he connected the back of the head straight into the mat from that one.
Deacon Star posing, showing off to the crowd. Terrible attitude on the kid. This is the only thing I believe is holding him back, Mr. J.
Look at him spin around there on that suplex and dropping him down almost brainbuster style.
Lackadaisical cover there, Mr. J only gets the 1 count.
Shot to the midsection now from Sorrow, doubles him over, shot to the side of the head, sends him down to the mat, drops him down again. Deacon Star is obviously hurt there. Couple of shots to the head will do it to you. Hooks the leg, takes him up, drops him down with it, drops him right to the base of the spine there.
That would be a fisherman's falcon arrow, Mr. J, I believe.
Pushes off on him, Irish whip, runs through with a big standing drop kick right under the chin of Deacon Star, sends him tumbling down, and the fans in the audience show their approval.
2 count there by your personal favourite referee, Josh Mars.
Well, there are favourites and then there are favourites. It's kind of like the run to the litter, the ugly stepchild, the one you always sort of feel sorry for, so you want to give a bit of extra credence to. That's what Josh Mars is to PWA Queensland, I feel.
Fair enough. Deacon Star back on the offense with the forearms, backing Sorrow into the corner. European uppercut there by Deacon Star.
Deacon Star runs to the side of the ring, up the ropes to, I guess, get a bit of pose on, and as well as to get a bit of force, comes running back with a big boot, and perhaps you could be seeing curb stomp style there, coming straight down on it, face into the mat.
Deacon Star once again posing, taking his time here.
Interesting as well that we've seen like a lot of mention of the Style Council. We've seen them form. We saw Deacon Star and the Chad get together here. We see Deacon Star out here, but once again, no Chad. Interesting to see these guys are seemingly spending a lot of time apart in this time frame.
The Chad, after winning in August over Dave Ross, he's told the locker room that he will show up when he wants and he will wrestle whenever it seems fit for him. He feels he is above Nick XL at the moment after proving Nick XL wrong.
Sorrow now going to work on Deacon Star, picking him up again. Walking him over to the corner now. No, running around with him, power slamming him, taking him over and dropping him down once again on that lower back. 2 count only though. You can see Sorrow putting down some extra force to try and hold him down for it, but still too early to count out Deacon Star as yet.
Sorrow going to work on the lower back here with the knee in the back, wrenching the chin lock in, stretching out the neck, the upper back and lower back.
And you can see the pain etched into the face of Deacon Star. It looked like he might have even been going to tap there for a second, but he's got the arm raised up now. Referee Josh Mars certainly in position to check. Deacon Star getting back to his feet. He's certainly loosening the grip. You can see Sorrow trying to get the knee back in position to add for the extra leverage there. Deacon Star comes through underneath with that arm twister, working down on it, dropping down across the shoulder and back of the head there of Sorrow. And now look at him just putting the body weight down on him and trying to choke him out there on that second row.
We saw that big Yakuza kick to the back of the head before. The knee style curb stomp, working on the neck here.
One of the things you'll always notice at a PWA Queensland event is just how vocal the crowd can get. You've seen other shows sort of around the place, sometimes the crowd's not quite so vocal. At PWA Queensland, the crowd always has something to say. If they're favourites to the people they don't like, there's always some level of conversation going on with the people in the ring. And look at that big spinning clothesline taking him down after the couple of jabs.
Sorrow back in control. Picking up Deacon Star, whips him into the ropes, and a drop kick of his own, Mr. Jack.
And picture perfect. You can watch that one on freeze frame, and I don't think you see anything. He was almost vertical or horizontal to the vertical Deacon Star there. It was almost at a right angle. That's how picture perfect that drop kick was.
You could fit Josh Mars and that handsome haircut underneath the space Sorrow got between his drop kick there.
And that is one enormous space if you can fit Josh Mars into it.
Bit of sexual harassment there at ringside, I think, Mr. J.
Are we talking about Josh Mars again, or are we just talking about Deacon Star generally?
Just Deacon Star generally.
Deacon Star with a big uppercut there sends Sorrow down to the mat, and Sorrow is obviously hurt after a couple of those uppercut style there. European workings now of Deacon Star representing the Style Council out there. Not that we're seeing a lot of, I guess, what I would call style thus far in this match. It's been more just sheer go ahead. Look at him run through there. Met with a kick to the midsection, doubles him over. There's a quick knee to the side of the head, and there's a boot down that sends Deacon Star down to the mat, and he's looking fairly unstylish at the moment.
Very much so. Both men really putting it on the line here. A lot of hard hits. Both guys taking it.
Snap suplex over, rolling through on it from the looks of it, picking him up for a second one. Makes him think about it for a little while there. Gets the 2 there. He's using Deacon Star's own leverage there against him as Deacon goes to put the shoulder up. And then on the 3rd one, there it is, hooks it in for the fisherman. 2 count only. You'll notice there, as Deacon Star lifts his shoulder up, that's the extra leverage that Sorrow needs to roll through on the 2nd and the 3rd of those suplexes.
Sorrow needs to keep his mind on the match here. Starting to blow up at Josh Mars a bit. He's got to focus.
Deacon Star there comes out of the whip, turns around with a boot to the midsection of Sorrow, then a shot to the side of the head. Sorrow back into the corner. Deacon Star runs through again with another one of those big running kicks into the corner. Sorrow down on the mat, being picked up by the head from Deacon Star now. Deacon Star goes to throw him over the top rope there. Sorrow looks like he was trying to fight out of it there, but goes over anyhow with the extra leverage, extra force there thrown by Deacon Star as both of these guys look to be going to the outside.
Now remember, Mr. J, this is a falls count anywhere match. So that means the pin can happen outside the ring, can happen outside the building. Hell, it could even happen in Cavill Avenue for all we know.
Throwing into the side of the ring there, into that metal post there now. And Deacon Star goes spinning almost into the front row. Sorrow rolls over him and goes for the cover again. 2 count only.
Bit of a dainty count there from Josh Mars, not wanting to hurt those oil of Olay hands there.
That's right, he slid in righty tenderly there too, which is odd because you would think that if there's anything that Josh Mars had been used to, it would be sliding under a table to see any number of men that are above him. Rolls over again for a cover, does Sorrow.
Another dainty 2 count there by Josh Mars.
He's doing one of those old man referee counts, I've noticed, but they think that they might sort of break their hand on the count, so they do it as tenderly as possible, but try to hide it. Unfortunately, Josh Mars not good at hiding anything, as I'm sure that anyone who can see him in these stripes is more than aware with that physique that he's now sporting. Sorrow picked up and dropped down right in front of our ringside fans there.
Flapjack onto the table there by Deacon Star.
Sway's coming over, trying to revive her man, trying to get him back into the game, back into the match. Deacon Star's rolled back into the ring to get a breather. Sorrow not quite as lucky at the moment on the outside, being held back to his feet and trying to get a breather there now. Deacon Star up over the top, spins through, takes them both down. Sorrow and Sway both down underneath Deacon Star, flying over that top rope to the floor. And you're not seeing any pretty blue mats or any extra padding around them. That is cold, hard floor there, as people are trying to get close-up photos here as we're seeing.
That is solid wood, Mr. J.
Deacon Star looks like he's hurt himself from that, and it's no wonder. That must have been a good 10 feet or so in the air, crashing down on 2 people. You can see Sway getting up, favouring the shoulder. Sorrow hasn't even made it back to his feet yet. Deacon Star is still working on him with those elbows. And now Sorrow coming back with a couple of backhand chops. There's one from Deacon Star. I think he hit him so hard it reverberated through the camera there for a second.
Looked like that, Mr. J. Both men really putting it on the line here. This is the final spot for the 4-man showdown PWA Queensland title next month. It will be the new championship in the PWA, and everyone wants it.
Well, PWA Queensland is fast becoming, if it hasn't already become, the main promotion in Australian wrestling. The promotion where everybody is coming to wrestle here. We've had people from Sydney, we've had people from international guests, we've had people coming from Adelaide, all over. They want to be a part of PWA in Queensland.
Perth, Victoria, Canberra, New Zealand, the US. This is the place to be, Mr. J.
The word has certainly spread, just as the word has spread of these side Russian leg sweeps that we're seeing from Sorrow here. Going for the 3rd one now on Deacon Star. Grabs it and wrenches back with that extra force, just taking him back and driving the very life out of Deacon Star, who is now struggling for breath after only a few minutes ago having the advantage with that dive over the top rope.
Eddie Guerrero's 3 suplexes with the 3 amigos. Do you reckon we could call that combo the 3 Cossacks?
The 3 Cossacks, perhaps indeed. Hooking now, looked like he was going for the double arm DDT there. And there's a rake across the eyes there from Deacon Star. I'm not sure why the referee isn't calling him on it or possibly even disqualifying him or certainly getting some.
Because it's a falls count anywhere match, Mr. J.
Oh, that's not good for Deacon Star. The Chad is not going to be happy with that. Stretching him out. Oh, dropping him down. Extra force from the top with that impaler-like DDT. Straight down, hooks the leg, rolls over, and that is a 3 count. Sorrow walking away with the win and walking away with that last position in that challenge.
Sorrow qualifies along with Ash Riot, Mikey Broderick.
And the 4th man in the ring.
The Chad Skies.